If you look at any top 10 list of classic arcade games from the 80s, somewhere in that top 10, you're going to see some Namco games. Quite a few, actually. And one of those is going to be Dig Dug. It was released in 1982, and between 1983 and 1984, Atari actually published games on competing systems. And they did this through a subsidiary called Atarisoft. And so Atarisoft released a ton of games, and they released several games by Namco. And one of them is the game we're going to be looking at today, Dig Dug, for the Commodore 64. The original arcade version of Dig Dug was developed by Shuichi Fukutani. He had a hand in a number of different arcade games for Namco, but unfortunately passed away in 1985. Dig Dug ran on the same arcade hardware as Galaga, but it was a modified version of the board which was developed by Shigeshi Ishimura. The music was composed by Yuriko Kano. This was her first actual work on video games for Namco. The development team actually wanted to give the player a walking sound, but they decided to use the music that she composed instead. And the entire project was supervised by Shigeru Yokoyama, the father of Galaga. Here's some interesting trivia. The very first home console port of Dig Dug came out in 1983, and it was for the Atari 2600. Dig Dug is a simple game to explain, but it's not an easy game to master. It's basically a maze game where you dig through the ground, and you have to destroy various enemies using a weapon that is sort of a sphere with a tube, and you inflate them and blow them up. You can get extra points by dropping a rock on them. If you drop 2 rocks in the same stage, you get a bonus item in the middle, and if you eat that, you'll get extra points. The monsters can also turn into ghosts and pass through the dirt occasionally. The very last monster on the field will try to get away. If you can get it, you'll get the points for that monster. If you don't, then you lose out on the points. And once you get rid of all the monsters, you move on to the next stage. The colors change for the stage, and it gets progressively harder over time. The monsters will move faster. An inflated creature, you can actually pass through them. They're harmless to the player, but if they touch you ordinarily, then you lose a life. and this has been a fairly faithful home arcade port of the Namco arcade classic Dig Dug. Next week, we'll be bringing you more Commodore 64 goodness. My name is Mike TheZorch, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, did you like that video? Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Check out our community on MeWe, and here's some other videos we've made.